walking in now. I'm going to wait till she gets here before I describe exactly what's. I haven't met her yet. There she is. Hi, Haley. How are you? Have a seat right there. Look at this. How are you nervous at all for this little talk?
I don't know. What you going to throw at me? I guess it depends.
Well, probably everything.
Okay.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, this is Amy. I'm Bobby. This is our whole crew here.
Headphones, yes.
Yeah, we have so many questions.
Mostly just because I look more official now.
You are. You're now part of the show. And by the way, you have a duo as well.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
Because it's like a give take here.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
I'm so intrigued by this. And to full disclosure, I got to say, I work for ABC.
Mm-hmm.
And if I were to say that I hadn't been approached to be on The Bachelor, I have a connection to the show, but I don't watch the show.
Right.
So a lot of my questions maybe will sound dumb.
Okay.
Just smile and
Bring it on.
just bear with me.
I've gotten lots of questions,
Okay.
so.
Okay, so you are dating this dude named Jed.
Yes.
Okay, and how long had you guys been together?
We had been together for 4 months. We'd been together 3 weeks when he initially told me about the opportunity. He had already applied before we even met. So it was kind of this looming thing from the very beginning. You know, casting processes go on for months and months and months. It was kind of maybe this could happen, maybe this could not happen. Do we give up on something that's kind of cool and we have this really cool connection for a maybe I'm going to go, maybe I'm not. So that's kind of where it all started, and then it just evolved.
He auditioned before he met you. By the way, fair for him, right? Amy, I would say.
Right. No,
Totally.
now that we
I'm
know
just trying to figure whose side I'm
We
on
didn't know
here.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he auditions before, but he tells you, hey, I
Yes.
still may go.
Yes.
Now, if that's the case, and I saw this text screenshot you put out yesterday where he said, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's where I start to go, did he
Yeah.
really love you?
Well, obviously, a lot of this in hindsight I've thought about, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe. I mean, everything in me wants to believe, yes, that all of this was real. He meant everything he said. And then, you get on, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I still don't. I haven't gotten any sort of explanation, so I still don't know what happened.
You've heard nothing.
Nothing.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
So, amazing to me, my entertainment value.
Not amazing
yours,
that you're
not
having
yours.
to go
Yeah,
through
not
this.
yours.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're together 4 months. Okay, not a terribly long time.
Right.
For me at 4 months, I don't even know if I'm considered dating anyone yet. Like I'm a real slow
Right.
mover. For
Yeah.
4 months but he's saying I love you, he's texting you this. You feel like maybe he's the one.
I mean, it's hard to say now, but yeah, I mean, the thing is that, because this has kind of been essentially from the time that we started talking about this is like, okay, this is going to be 6 weeks of our relationship. At the end of it, this is an incredible opportunity. What a platform. I'm a musician. You're a musician. We're talking about this in sort of hypotheticals. These are characters in a TV show. This is acting. The way I thought about it and we kind of talked about it is like if he was going to be on Grey's Anatomy and he's got to be the love interest to somebody else, you don't think about it in the sense of it doesn't seem real. In hindsight, I've seen the show. Now I'm like, okay, this is a genuine girl that's, dating these guys. She's putting her heart on the line. They're putting their hearts into it. Hopefully, I don't know. Once again, who knows what's real and what's not. But for me, it is all. It's real. I mean.
Okay. All right. Haley Stevens is here, about her ex-boyfriend Jed Wyatt is on The Bachelorette right now. They're dating. He leaves, says, I'm going to go be on The Bachelorette. It's just for fun, to promote my music career. Then he comes back and ghosts you. And he's still on the show. Are you watching the show?
Absolutely not.
You're not watching the show.
I mean, it's hard not to see, clips and things. And people obviously send me little videos. And I'm like, oh.
Why would they send you little videos?
I don't know.
Stop checking your
Stop.
DMs. Yeah.
Stop sending, please.
I saw a story when 5 or 6 years ago, I was dating a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And this is pre-recent conversations, but The Bachelorette had also approached me and they said, hey, we're looking for somebody kind of funny.
Right.
Obviously not the heartthrob, but they're looking for somebody a little goofy to be on that show. And I went to my girlfriend at the time and I said, hey, The Bachelorette has asked if I would consider coming on. And she said, well, you can go on, but if you go on, you won't come back and I will not be here.
Yeah.
And so that kind of shut that down real quick.
Totally.
Because I was going to go on for the same reason. Like, let me go see if I can promote, maybe the radio show at the time.
Yeah.
You didn't tell them, hey, if you leave and you make out with her and I see it, we're done.
No. And, in hindsight, once again, this could have been a different ball game. But, the way we talked about it seriously was just like, okay, this is acting. And we even approached that. This is not like this was just this fun thing where I'm like, yeah, go make out with this girl. This is going to be super fun. It's no big deal. I mean, there were many nights that I cried over this. There were many serious conversations that were had about this. So, it's not like it's just a lighthearted thing or it was an easy decision to make. But at the same time, we're independent artists and opportunities like that don't come along every day. So, and beyond that, when we're talking about it, he's saying, I don't want to make it past the top 5. So even then I'm thinking, okay, well, there are 30 guys on this show. What are the odds that they're going to form this real connection?
Obviously good now.
Yeah, obviously they were much better than I was anticipating.
You text him like after the show? Did you text him and be like, hey, what up, dude? What's the deal?
No, I just honestly, I waited, all these months. And even in the end when I start thinking, because, there are spoiler accounts and I can see it's like top 4, top 3. And I'm thinking, okay, this isn't good. Like, obviously, this isn't going to work out. I'm preparing myself for that. But then, I get on social media the day after the premiere. He still isn't back. And
don't spoil anything if you're going to say
I won't.
Okay,
but he's posting, he's back on his social media. And I haven't heard anything. And I'm like, okay, well, surely he's going to get home and tell me something. And then a day goes by and then 2. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's contractual. Maybe he's just going to show up I keep hoping for this like moment of redemption. Like it still is hard for me. Of course, all my friends are like at my back, like, angry. And I'm like, guys, okay, we still don't know. Like maybe there's something. Maybe he has some explanation and still no. So it was almost 2 weeks before I ran into him and approached him.
Oh,
yeah.
Whoa, hold on.
Go ahead.
No, this.
And where do you see him?
At a venue in Midtown.
Okay, like in Nashville.
In Nashville. Lots of our friends are around. Of course, everybody felt super tense and awkward, and everybody knows, the situation. Everybody knew pre-filming.
Is he a country artist? Is that what he considers himself?
Pop, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
You don't even. He said he loved you, but you don't know what kind of artist he is.
Well, pop soul is what he said.
Okay.
So genre lines blurred.
Okay.
I suppose.
Go ahead. A lot of blurry things with this guy. All right, go ahead. So you see him, and what do you go up to him?
Well, so first I walk in, we see each other, and he walks away and goes on a patio away from me.
Wait, what?
Right, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, and at this point, I am like, okay, everyone feels so awkward. This is the most dramatic night in all of Nashville. Hello, everyone. I'm even like making jokes in that regard. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the most dramatic night in Nashville.
Oh, I get it. Like a parody of The Bachelor.
Yeah, this is great. Right. Okay. Most dramatic night ever. So he walks up on a patio with a bunch of his friends, and I was like, of course, then I'm kind of getting like fired up. I'm like, you're kidding me right now. So I walked upstairs and just said, hey. And he said, how have you been? I said, how do you think I've been? And he said, goodness gracious, no. How do you think I've been? And he was like, I said, you didn't think I deserved a phone call? And he said, I didn't know what to say. And I'm like, okay. And he said, I know we need to talk. I'm like, okay, well, not here. And then he held his beer out to cheers me.
Oh, he cheers you.
Cheers me.
And no better reason to cheer someone than.
Oh my gosh.
How awkward of a cheers.
So we cheers.
Maybe the most awkward. Why'd you cheers them?
I don't know. I felt really uncomfortable.
Why did you cheer?
No, believe me, I've gotten this speech. Hey, why would you cheers him? I don't know, because the alternative was what? Smash
Turn
it.
around?
I don't walk away.
Okay, listen, it's easy for us to look back at it. Okay, so but where does the night end?
So, well, it wasn't. I mean, I walked to my duo partner and I said, we got to go. We got to leave right now. And I made it to the parking lot before, I kind of lost it. This is still Nashville. You still have to, I'm a musician as well. I can't exactly just lose my cool and cry in the middle of, this venue. So we go outside and then I lose it. Now I will say the next day he calls me while I'm on the phone with my mom. So that's the only outreach that has happened since that time. And my mom's like, well, just take a minute. You don't have to answer right now. This is obviously I'm still really upset from the night prior. And so I didn't answer, no voicemail, and didn't hear from him again until we played the same show at CMA Fest. So that's kind of been the timeline of.
And that was what, a week and a half ago, CMA Fest or so? Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Hey, by the way, Haley Stevens is here. She is on because She was dating this dude named Jed. Jed goes, hey, I'm going to go on The Bachelorette just to promote my music. He's still on The Bachelorette as of right now. He never called. When he got back, didn't call you until you ran into him. Whole awkward. You haven't really spoken except one awkward encounter.
We spoke briefly at the CMA Fest, and that's...
What was that conversation?
It pretty much consisted of, you sounded great. Are you okay? I said, yeah. I said, how are you? And he said, it's all just really weird. It's just moving really quickly.
He tried to kiss
happening.
you? No. All right. Listen, here's the thing, right? Like, you know some of this is on you, right?
Lay it on me. Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I don't think you're playing super victim. A little victim, which I feel a little victim too, because he probably should have called when he got back.
Yeah.
And just given you a heads up.
Right.
The first part of this, I think it's your fault. You got to go, dude, pick me or this show. I know we've only been together 4 months. If you pick the show, I get it.
Yeah.
And I think that's on you. But if you guys had said, he says, I'm going to go, then I'm going to come back.
Totally.
Even if he falls in love on that show, a good human goes, hey, I know we said this, and this is going to be really uncomfortable for you to see, but even though we're not together right now, I do care about you. I've fallen in love with somebody else. And so I'm 51% on your side. Amy, it's a barely. But it is.
Yeah.
Because it was agreed upon.
Oh. Well, I'm on her side.
How much percentage?
I'm higher than 51.
Well, I just think you could have stomped this out from
Totally.
the beginning and been like, if you want to do The Bachelorette, go do The Bachelorette. We can reevaluate us when you get back.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, because he should have made the call. Like, that's not a good dude. Even if he messes up at the beginning, and trust me, I've messed up. I've ghosted people. I've been ghosted. I've been on both sides of that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's just not a good person thing to just ignore and Heisman you the whole time.
Yeah. Well, and the biggest thing is from the very beginning, like playing the victim thing, if I truly wanted to play the victim or whatever, I would never have admitted to the fact that I was on board in the beginning. So, I take full ownership of the fact that we talked about this. I knew about this from the beginning. So, there is that. I signed up for this relationship, but this is, and I will say this is the first person that I ever even said I love you to. So
wait, ever?
Ever in my life.
Why would you say that 4 months though?
Bobby, there's no timeline on love.
Yeah, there is,
No, there's not.
I've been with someone 4 years and didn't say it.
No, I've said it at 4 months. You're fine.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Well, they said it after, a few weeks.
A day.
So I don't really know.
Yeah.
But and the other thing is that this is like, it's not like we just randomly out of the blue at dinner one night said I love you. This is like, this was kind of a whirlwind thing. And I think that, these are extraordinary circumstances in the fact that there's this like sense of desperation too. And maybe subconsciously, maybe I knew maybe this isn't going to go the right way. And there's this like, because I'm talking, we're spending every day together and it's this like desperate love instead of, feeling like it felt like to me, I'm like, maybe I feel like there's this end, like, okay, this day that he leaves, maybe it is the end, but he says he's coming back. So, there's just like a lot of emotions.
It a bit.
Right. There
So
are a lot
y'all
of
went
emotions.
into that because you knew that he was going to be leaving.
Right.
You went into maximizing all of your time
Oh,
together.
we have to be together every single moment. We went to the Bahamas. Anyway,
wow.
you
By the way, he's got
trips.
some nice abs. I got to tell you, I saw the picture.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in love with him too.
I'm just going to say to all the trolls on the internet that
Don't even
instantly
address
think
them.
he's not
Don't
attractive,
address
he is.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
he's a good looking dude.
He's good
Is
looking.
he short though?
No.
Oh, is he not? I wish he was. Dang.
Bobby just wants everybody to be shorter
I
than
know.
him.
Well, I mean, I'm 6'1".
He's 6'2".
Bobby's 6
Oh
foot.
crap! I just got beat.
Okay.
She's 6'2".
That's-
Stop sticking
that's
up for him.
close. That's close.
Stop
Yeah,
sticking up for
you're
the
right.
dude.
You're right. Take it back.
Here's why you fell in love with him, because you thought maybe you couldn't have him. That's
Maybe.
it. The end.
Hey, I'm still a woman. I'm not saying I'm
That's
not.
it. I've settled it. I'm gonna let the knuckleheads come up real quick.
Okay.
And
Oh, man.
Lunchbox, you get a question. This is.
Can I ask more than one?
By the way, in the studio, Haley
Hopefully.
Stevens. She's from the duo
I feel nervous.
Sweet Leah, and I'm gonna say that she was on. Her boy, the dude she was dating left her to go be on The Bachelorette, and he's still on right now. And he said, "Hey, when I get back, we're back together." But apparently, he's fallen in love with the girl on the show. We're here now. Lunchbox, go ahead.
Yes. Before he leaves, do you set rules like you can't go past second base or we're over? Or how does that conversation go?
It was more like, don't do it. Just don't. I mean, I knew I knew there were going to be conversations had. I knew there were things I have seen. I'm not a big watcher of the show, but I have seen where I've never seen a show where almost every guy doesn't say that they're either falling in love with her or are in love with her. Okay, knew that was coming. Knew they were probably going to have to kiss. Beyond that, don't do it.
No touching.
Don't do it.
I always felt like that show was a lot of people faking it, like. But then I did a show. I did Dancing with the Stars, where you're just in a bubble the whole time, and I totally see how you fall into super quick love. It's not real, but you fall into it because it's your whole world is in this bubble, and that's all that matters. Sure. And like I get it. If I were to go on The Bachelor that first day, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna love you." I would just do it. I've now been in one of those bubbles before. So Lunchbox, one more question. I see you.
One more or two more?
One more.
One more. Secretly, just between you and I.
Okay, I'm ready.
And
the rest of the world.
Is this the best thing that's ever happened to you, really? I know it's a weird question.
She looked at him like, you just farted? Like, that was the face she gave him.
No.
Yeah, go
because you are now, I mean, your name is out there, your duo's name is out there, and you found out that, you know what, this guy's not real. So is it really deep down maybe the best thing that ever happened to you?
I mean, let's say this. You know, we both said on the front end, and especially, I know my letter is out there, we'll be thankful for this. So, yeah, I'm thankful. I could have found out something like this could have happened 2 years down the road. We're 4 months into this thing where I'm finding out, okay, this wasn't right. So moving on. And I could have never anticipated that it would have gone this far, blown up as much as it has. In fact, when, people started approaching me, I thought nobody's even going to believe me, nor are they going to care. I'm not the Bachelorette. Nobody, I'm not ABC. So why would anyone care? And now they do. So here we are. And honestly, beyond that, I have gotten this overwhelming amount of messages from people in general, but mostly women that say, I have been in a similar situation. I didn't feel like I could stand up for myself. I didn't feel like anybody would understand. Thank you so much for telling your story, making me feel like I'm not alone. So, yeah, if somebody feels like they're not alone, or if my story touched one person, no matter what's come out of it, then yeah, I'm thankful. And hashtag Sweet Leah, just saying.
Hashtag Sweet Leah.
And let me tell you, we do care. We care.
Well, listen, there's nothing more relatable than your boyfriend leaving to go be on The Bachelorette.
Ever. Everyone.
I don't think she can exact similar situation.
That's a very relatable thing for a lot of girls out there. They've all experienced it, right?
Hey, it's more common than you think, because I've gotten those messages
I'm
too.
Sure.
So
I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's been how many seasons?
Yeah, lots.
Eddie, producer Eddie, you have a question. Go
Haley,
ahead.
Producer Eddie here, Bobby Bones Show.
Yes. Let's go to Eddie in the back. Eddie, go ahead. You have a question?
Yeah, Haley, hi. Do you, once all this is said and done and over with, would you ever take him back?
No.
Ever?
No.
Ever?
Have you been on a date since?
Never, ever.
Okay.
Now we're doing
I believe her
Outcast.
now.
We're moving all around here. Have you been on a date since?
No.
Okay. Do you know what's going to be tough is that's going to be the first thing hanging over you with every dude now?
Yeah. Oh, I've scared them all off. No, you don't think?
No.
Okay.
You're hot. It doesn't matter. Dudes don't care. Okay.
And you're talented.
I don't know.
and
I have no
smart
idea if
and
she's
kind.
talented or I don't know.
just
I'm about
throwing
to
it out
see.
there.
We're about to see how talented she is. Sweet Leah.
That's
It's
it.
the name of the duo.
That's
Where's
us.
where's this music, Raymundo? If you don't mind pointing me to that direction. And you have a song
We have-
titled Sweet Leah, though.
Our first single that we put out was called Sweet Leah, but we're actually in the studio right now with David Huff, getting
Okay.
ready to release our next one.
Okay, this is Sweet Leah. Let me hear this song. Is that you singing or your
That
duo
is
partner?
Julia Kate.
Okay, what's her name?
Julia Kate.
Julia Kate. Now, has
Double name.
her boyfriend left her to be on a reality show?
No, she's with her boyfriend right now.
If he would leave,
She's
it'd be
happy.
the greatest story.
Absolutely
Like, have
not.
him
We're not
go-
allowing
Have
it.
him go off and do like celebrity rehab or just some other show.
And then that's just our brand.
That'd be
We're just like reality
Yes.
star ex-girlfriends.
Okay, let me hear this again. I'm sorry to
Okay.
interrupt. Here we go. Sweet Leah. All right, I'm feeling it.
Rock and roll.
How did you and your partner get together?
We were just co-writers in Nashville. We did some song swaps and writers rounds together, and people liked us better together than by ourselves, which we weren't offended. So we
I
just,
feel the same
stuck
way
with
about
it.
Amy and I. They like us better together than by
Yeah.
ourselves.
You never suspect a thing. You're so sweet, Leah.
All right. Well, look. I actually like this. I wouldn't say I did. I would just be like, well, look at that. That's what I do sometimes. People have stuff
Look
like
at you
at
having
that.
music.
Oh,
Yeah.
Way to
you
go.
have music.
people will bring in stuff and I don't feel it so much. And I'll be like, well, there's a song.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's pretty good. Look at that. Haley Stevens is here from Sweet Leah. I'm going to end on this. Much like Jerry Springer would do a little note at the end of his show, Amy, where
Yeah.
he'd be like, this is what I have to say. This is what I have to say.
I'm ready.
Haley Stevens.
Hit me. But not in the Jerry Springer sense.
Nobody, good pun. Nobody goes on a reality show and comes off of it known for anything other than what they went on the show for. This dude is not going to come off being a big music star because of the Bachelorette. It's actually going to be harder for him now to be, and he still might be because his music's pretty good. Like I heard, it is pretty good.
Yeah.
The reason he went on is not going to help him his music career. Maybe a good dude. Yesterday I said he's probably a douchebag. You guys, I don't feel that he's as douchey as I did yesterday after hearing the whole story.
Yeah.
It was a bad decision by both of you guys at some point in this whole thing. You should have never let him go, or he goes and you guys just talk about the relationship when he comes back.
Yeah, like you're done.
You're done. Yeah, like we're gonna stop right now, and you let me know when we get back. Like that, but okay. And then when he comes back, that's not a good thing to do to just ghost somebody. But I'm 51% on your side, just so you know. You win because you actually came in too. That's the point too. And I think that you're gonna go spend a few days, and they're gonna hit you all these blogs, and then life moves on. Nobody really cares. And I know it feels like the whole world is like staring at you right now. I deal with this too sometimes, where I say something stupid, and I feel like everybody's crushing me. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
You feel like because it's all pointed to you, but they look at you for 1 second, you're a piece of entertainment, and they move to the next. Not saying that's good or bad, but nobody cares. Don't let it get you into your heart. Don't let you feel like a lesser person, or don't feel like a celebrity, because either way, nobody cares.
Thank you for that, actually.
Yeah. So keep making music. You were together 4 months.
Yeah, music's been years. I
And-
got that.
You were together 4 months. Who cares? It probably wasn't gonna work out anyway.
Probably not.
Odds are it wasn't gonna work out.
I mean, odds are good in hindsight. Things weren't going to work out. So
And you came in. You were very brave today to come in to a live show with millions of people listening and just put it all out there.
here we are.
You didn't know. You didn't know what was gonna happen here. Amy, anything you'd like to say to Haley Stevens?
No, you said it all. I mean, yeah, it was brave for you to come in. I mean, you answered the questions honestly, and yeah, I just feel bad that you went through this. And I'm unlike Bobby. I don't put a timeline on. Like it was just 4 months. Like who cares? Blow it off. Because you
do.
had she had all the feelings. So that's hard. Whether it's 4 months or a year, like you had that feeling, and I'm sure you just feel like you've just been punched in the gut. So, but you just gotta forget about him. Not worth it.
Yeah, and just in life, it's not about if, adversity happens. It's when it happens and how we react to it. And now you got a little bit, so all right, suck it up.
I can do
Promote your duo.
that. Yeah.
Say Sweet Leah over and over and over again every time you go, because in a week nobody's gonna care.
Yeah.
And get rocking with your music.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm very happy that you came in. Anything you have for us? Would you like to ask us? And we're very, very full of knowledge. If you have any questions for us,
Well, I mean, you gonna let us play Red Naked when that
not
next
yet.
single-
I'll have to hear it.
Ay.
And this is
All right,
this is a
hey.
show of honesty. If it's good, possibly.
Have you written
Okay.
a song about him? Whatever his name is.
Jed Clampett.
Jed Clampett.
Most definitely, it's to the tune of Beverly Hillbillies.
There you go. I would even say, Haley. I was going to call you Leah. Now I'm confused with all the names.
Haley.
I would even say, Haley, don't write a song about him and don't put it out there. And if you do, don't say that's what it's about, because then people are going to go back to this
Oh, yeah.
and you're going to be taken not seriously.
Oh, totally. No, those are like in the vault. Those
Okay.
are the vault.
Here's the
The emo
deal
songs.
I will make you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Whenever you finish your song, I will listen to it.
Okay, great.
And if I feel like it's good, we'll have you back in. If I don't, I'll ghost you.
Okay, well, hey, I'm a pro at being on the receiving end of that, so bring it on.
All right. Look, I didn't get her. It was a little.
She might release your text.
Yeah.
By the way,
don't text me.
did you over under $10,000 for releasing the texts?
No, I haven't been paid for anything.
What? Why would you release texts if you haven't been paid?
Because who's going to believe me?
Well, it doesn't matter. You make $10,000.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Shouldn't have said you love me.
Integrity. That's the.
I kind of actually like it better that she wasn't paid.
I wasn't paid for anything.
Well, good for you. I'd have sold them like crazy. I'd have been like, highest bidder gets my texts.
Yeah.
All right. Did he ever send a wiener picture? Do you have one of those?
Yeah, this is the radio.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
that right there, she'll sell. How much is in my wallet?
Highest
right now?
bidder.
Yeah, I got $40 for Jed's
At
wiener.
Sweet Leah Music, highest bidder.
Okay.
Oh no.
What? Listen, you want to play the show?
No.
Give me that Jed's
now
wiener
you
picture.
Can play
Yeah.
Red Naked or
Yeah.
whatever.
Show me Jed naked, and we will.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Let me get the plugs in real quick. Where's my plug sheet real quick? Hold on, because I want to make sure and say everything the right way. Mike, do you have that sheet? Did I put it somewhere? By the way, on where's like here, I'll just plug with you.
Great.
Sweet Leah, is there an official Instagram page for Sweet Leah?
At Sweet Leah Music.
Leah Leah at
Yes.
Sweet Leah Music. Very good.
Yes.
Your name is Haley Stevens. You grew up in Searcy, Arkansas, close to where I'm from, Mountain Pine,
That's
Arkansas,
it.
like an hour and a half from.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Neighbors.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right. And we'll leave it here. I feel like we've had a good conversation. How do you feel?
I mean, I'm all over the place. No, I feel good. Thank you guys for having me. Seriously, this was I was a little nervous for the questions that might ensue, but
Yeah. I'm a great interviewer,
yeah.
and you're a
Crushed
great
it.
guest.
Thank you very much.
It turned into just a wonderful couple of segments. Thank you. There she is, Haley Stevens. Lunchbox, one question before you go. 'Cause I know you got one more.
Itching,
I do.
itching.
Go ahead.
I'm ready.
Would you be interested in us setting you up with a listener? Like having a dating game on the.
I wouldn't want to do that because then I
have.
have liability that if she ghosts him, we're in trouble. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I know someone that's single.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
where
you're
this
talking
was
about
going.
me? Is that where you're going?
Oh, that was his plan.
Oh.
Yes, guys,
I
come
get it.
on.
I was about to be like, we can't even play Win Bobby's Money anymore.
I'm
You can't, like-
blushing.
Can you-
I'm blushing, guys.
Can you imagine the game? Yeah. I did get all my test results back completely STD free.
Great.
Yeah, because I went on Bear Grylls. Just think
Oh.
about that as you leave.
Okay.
Completely clean.
I'm glad to end on that note.
Thank you very
Oh
much.
my gosh.
What's up? I did get all my tests back.
I know, but we've already talked about it. I feel like we're done talking about that.
Oh, okay, all right, we're done. Then. All right, thank you very much. Good to see you.
Thank you.
And we shall wrap this segment now. All right, thank you, everyone.
Bobby Bones Show.